Hey, welcome back to my channel. As the title says, two things you need to keep in mind if you want to become successful in 2024 and onwards. I've been talking about the mind and body chemistry for quite some time, ever since I started experiencing the true wealth, which is you being able to think out loud. If you want to become successful, the first thing you need to get over is the fear. And there are two types of fear. One is emotional fear and another is the physical fear. Now, physical fear, first thing first, that's something everybody has to be watchful about because it could hurt you. But when it comes to emotional fear, the only way to overcome emotional fear is to face it. Emotional fear is something that stops us from taking a decision based on sets of outcomes. For example, if you do this, you could fail. If you try this, you could be rejected. If you give it a shot, who knows, you might just end up losing. All kind of emotional fears are fears because we do not face it. The best way of overcoming an emotional fear is to face it. I am from Pakistan, and when I started working on the internet in late 90s, 1998 precisely, I was given all sorts of suggestions, particularly by those who did not even try working online or try their luck at internet-based opportunities. Fast forward 2 decades later, I'm a prominent voice in this part of the world where I've taught over millions of Pakistani students. I've made good name for myself and for my country as a freelancer, who has made over 1.5 million USD on one of the world's largest freelance marketplace called Guru.com. And this is just the tip of the pyramid. I mean, my diversified social media presence, my websites and search engine optimization, getting traffic from LinkedIn, Google PPC, and the list goes on and on. For example, you talk about email newsletters, you talk about my free ebooks, my public appearances as a guest speaker, as someone who's a subject matter expert. Had I listened to all those who stopped me from taking my first step, I would not have gone this far. So emotional fear is something you can overcome by facing it. Give it a try. Who knows? If something hasn't worked out for somebody, does not necessarily mean that it will not pull miracles your way. And you could be actually ace at that thing. So second thing is decision making. I think when you start overcoming your emotional fears, then you start taking decisions, and be watchful about the fact that all decisions you take in life will not result in your favor. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. I didn't use the word lose because for me, losing is an opportunity to assess the reason of your failures. And once you assess the reason of your failures and you try again, you probably give yourselves a fair chance of gaining different results. One thing I have understood in all these decades is you cannot expect different results by repeating the same actions again. And for you to see different results, you've got to approach that particular goal differently, which means that you'll have to take different actions, and you cannot take different actions if you do not change your mind, if you do not change your body, because biochemistry triggers different emotions, and motion changes emotion. So once you bring in a physiological change in your body, it triggers a different biochemistry. You are able to take a radical decision, and then by having a different approach towards a task, you probably gives yourself a fair chance of getting a different result. Don't wish to get different result by repeating the same actions again and again. It doesn't work, hasn't worked for anybody. So two things. One, fear. Overcome your emotional fear by facing them. And the second thing is make decisions in life, because more probability you give yourselves by taking decisions, better the chances of you becoming successful in your personal as well as in your professional life. That's what I have done in the last 2 decades and above. And all the setbacks I've experienced over the years were taken as a reason for me to work on myself. So now do not ignore two things moving forward. A, personal development. B, communication skill. You got to improve yourself from yesterday, and you got to improve yourself tomorrow from today, which means you work on your personal development. And second thing is you should be able to convey your point of view across nicely, be it a personal life or a professional life. If you want to win someone's business and you want them to give you their money, you have to communicate why you are the best resource for doing business, why they should give you their money. And that communication skill alone will help you go places in life. One of the most profound investment bankers, one of the top 10 richest person in the world, Warren Buffett, has only one certificate hanging on his office wall, and that is communication skills. So that's what Warren Buffett says. If you work on your oral as well as written communication skills, this would leverage you in all walks of life for resources. Now, one last thing before I close this video. Speaking about leveraging, the one who is resourceful is the one who is more destined to succeed in life. What does this mean? We all have resources. Someone would have money, someone would have cars, someone would have house, someone would have employees, someone would have fame, someone would have recognition. These are all resources, but what matters the most is how resourceful you are. Resourceful means that when the chips are down and when you need to reach out to someone, they are right there for you. So work on your communication skill, work on your personal development, and work on gaining all the resources so that you become resourceful. So that's about it, folks. If you do not understand, I request you to watch this video again. As a matter of fact, if I'm not asking too much, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so that you do not miss any such video in the future. Goodbye.